Neulasta, is that right? Is it the shot or is it?
It's the little belly bump.
I've never had that.
Oh, no? Okay.
No. Okay, now the nurse is about to explain the Neulasta to me, which is what brings up my white cell, I think. I had it last time. I had to come in before. I had to go for treatment the next day, come in for an Neulasta shot, which just was in my butt. Hurt, painful, but oh well. And then come back, and that raises my cell counts. But now they have where they put this thing on and it stays, and I guess it's timed, so she's going to explain it to me so that you guys know what it's like. So if it's your first time having Neulasta and it's not the shot one, it's this one, you'll know what to expect. Okay?
Okay, so this Neulasta
Okay?
contraption, it will sit on your abdomen.
Okay. Do you mind if I get you?
No,
Okay.
So, before when you had the chemo, you came back 24 hours later
Right,
and you
got
get
the
the shot in
shot,
the arm.
right.
So this prevents patients from having to come back a whole nother day.
I like that.
So it'll latch to your skin about 3 minutes after I put it on. You'll
Okay.
feel it almost feels like a crab bite on your belly.
Okay.
And then in 24 hours, it will slowly infuse
Okay, so
the
it's
medicine.
time.
It's timed. A
Okay.
timer goes off once it latches on to your system,
Okay.
to your abdomen. Same kind of side effects you can still have. It's the same drug, just it comes in. You don't have to come back to get the shot.
Okay.
The next day.
Does it like before it was IV or not IV? It was just a shot, and it was like, is it like timing the same as long as it takes to feel the
Yeah.
side effects?
Mhm.
Okay.
So you can't have Neulasta. You have to have Neulasta at least 24 hours after chemo.
Right.
that's
So
what
it'll
we'll
kick
bring
in at
tomorrow.
24 hours
Yes,
later.
it'll latch on your system today, on your belly today.
Okay.
And the medication will be infused tomorrow.
Okay.
Around this time.
All right.
It'll give off a series of beeps before it starts to infuse.
So
you'll
tomorrow
know.
it'll do that.
Yes. So when you
Okay.
hear beeping, that's some
Do I have
people
to take it off, or does it?
You'll remove it yourself.
Okay.
And we'll give you like a little note, and it tells you when you can shower, when you can't, when you can actually remove it.
Okay.
And then you're going to bring it back to us because it is considered a sharp. So
Okay.
we'll throw it into the system.
Well, I'm glad I took a shower today then.
Yeah.
I was like debating,
Well,
do I
you
take
can.
a shower?
You can take a shower up until there's like a 5-hour window that you can't.
Okay. All right.
And it still goes into subcutaneous tissue. You can do it. It's approved to be on the arm or the belly.
I don't have enough fat in my arm.
And we recommend the belly just because people sleep. They,
Yeah. Oh,
your
yeah,
kids
that's
hit
true.
you, and then we're afraid it will come
They
dislodged.
give me hugs.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
Curtain for you.
And this one's mine because it has my name and my number. Well, not my number, my information.
Your MR number is on there, actually. It's very little. Do you have a preference to what side?
Not as far as in here. Well,
Okay.
no, I don't think so.
You okay over there, Eileen?
It's just, okay, where would it be like, not up
Right in
here,
this
right?
area, a little
Okay.
bit below your umbilical area.
Okay, because I was going to say I have a small hernia right there,
No,
so.
right on this side. And then we just shoot the medication into the contraption, and you'll hear it beep once it... There you go.
Oh, that was the beep. Is that what I'll hear tomorrow?
You'll hear like a longer series. Like a beep, 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 beep.
Okay. And it'll be probably 24 hours later.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for letting me do this.
Sure. It helps people, of course. Oh, it's cold, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I'm
Clean it
used to
with
the cold.
alcohol.
Not as bad as some, trust me.
Once it latches on your belly, this will start to blink green, and that's what we need to see before you leave, that it's blinking green.
Okay, will
Okay.
I feel like a pinch then?
Oh yeah, you'll feel it.
Okay.
You'll know.
Kind of like the port being put in, or just
Yeah, it's like
okay.
just a little pinch, and then you won't feel it at all anymore after that. It's not like a continual pinch.
Okay, so now it's green, right? Wait a minute, or is
It
it,
will
still?
be after
It's
it
not yet.
pinches
It's
you.
white. Okay.
And you do know that you can take the Neulasta for 5 days starting tonight, and that will help with the side effects of Neulasta, like the bone pain and the achiness feeling. And this bandage just keeps it from getting wet.
Okay.
Covers it up. After I hear pinch you, I'll check to make sure that it's green.
Okay. Crab claw. worst is the unknown. It's coming.
Oh.
Nothing yet. Here goes. It's beeping. It's beeping. Nothing yet. That worked. That wasn't bad. It was just, wasn't used to it. But it's done. It just felt, yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It was more the anticipation.
Yeah, it's like when you get your blood sugar checked.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't get your blood sugar checked on your belly.
No. This is your note. This tells you that you don't shower after 3:45 tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Anytime up till that time you can shower.
Okay.
So between 3:45 and 8:45 tomorrow night, no showers.
Okay.
It's due to go off around 6:45 tomorrow night.
Okay.
And then we allow a 2-hour window, and then you would take it off at 8:45.
Okay.
Okay. You'll take this home with you, so you know that's a lot
Okay,
to
and,
remember.
like, to take it off, I just do this and then just pull it out?
Pull it right out.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I anticipate any pain when I pull it out?
No.
No? Okay.
Nobody complains.
Cool.
Says
That's
pretty
it.
easy.
One thing that I'm not used to was that amend. No, it's not amend. I keep thinking amend. Amend is something else that I had before that I don't have to have. It's that thing that I go back when it's on me. Hold on. Whatever this. Oh, it's Neulasta. Yeah, Neulasta, right there. I'm not used to having that kind of thing. I'm glad I don't have to go back in for the Neulasta shot. The shot always hurt a lot. Like the pain of the shot. And then it would cause me to have a lot of bone and joint pain. So I guess that will start tomorrow. It'll kick in. And when it's time to do that, I'll turn this on so you guys know what it's like. Right now, I felt a tiny bit when it clamped on. It was more of a anticipation, like, whoa. I'm sure you just saw that, so. But I haven't had any pain whatsoever after that. I don't even know what's there, to be honest. I mean, I think my pant, or not the pant, the pant elastic, goes right now right above it, and then I also had the seatbelt in the car going. Sorry about that. I had the seatbelt in the car that was like sitting on top of that, and it was bothering me a little bit, but not much. I could tell it was there, but that was it. So tomorrow, when it's time to kick in, which I think the paper said around 6 something, I'll make sure I turn on this and add it to a video. Oh, goodness. Okay, everybody hear that? Beep, beep, beep. It's beeping. That's my sign telling me that it is now injecting the medicine into my system. And I don't feel a thing. It said it's supposed to deliver my Neulasta shot at 6:45, which it's 6:45 the next day. And that beeping you heard was what you're hearing, the series of beeps. She said shortly after it will deliver the medicine, and not to take it off until 8:45. So that's what this says. Backwards. It says do not shower after 3:45 yesterday. Your OBI is due to deliver your Neulasta at 6:45, which is what it did. And this is my OBI. And it's still blinking green. I'm not sure if you can see that. Here, let me put it in. Oh, you just saw that, right? Yep. So it just went beep, 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 about, I think it was like 4 or 5 times. I don't know if I caught the first few on camera because it did it quicker than I expected. And then I thought maybe it would go click again like it did before when it grabbed onto me. It didn't do anything. I didn't feel anything. I just heard it. So I guess it says, after that, it says, deliver your Neulasta shot at 6:45 tomorrow, which is today. And then it says you can remove your OBI after 8:45 today. So in 2 hours, I can take it off and take a shower. And I'll come back on here and show you how it comes off and let you know if it really did feel, if I could feel something. She said I shouldn't expect any type of pain. Nobody's ever complained about it, so I'm not expecting it, but you never know. So I'll let you see what that's like at 8:45. And then I can take a shower. Yay. Wait a minute. I'm not sure I'm hearing. It is this. Can you hear that? It's a click. 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 Here, I'll point to it as it does it. It wasn't doing that before, so I guess that is kind of a sign that it is releasing the medicine. I will let you know how long it does that. I'll try to pay attention, and then when I come back on, I'll let you know how long it did that, if it was for the whole 2 hours or it only did it for a little bit of time. Alrighty, so I will see you at 8:45 or sooner if I have an issue, but I don't think so. Alright, bye. It's still doing the click. Say bye-bye, Blinky. Don't think you'll be blinking when it's time to see you next. You know what? She didn't say if it would stop blinking when it was done, but I'll also let you know if it stops blinking when it's done. My cat is doing some weird stuff. Look at her. Are you trying to brush your hair? It's like I have these brushes sitting here, and she keeps like rubbing up against them, like she's trying to brush her hair with the brush. Anyway, now I'm going to get to what's going on as far as what happened with the Neulasta shot. Hi, kitty. She's coming up like petting, getting me to pet her or something. Say hi. Say hi. Give me kisses. She loves me. She gives me kisses. Kisses. All right. I think I'm going to try to put the camera the same place I had it before, but my kitty cat might be in the way, so we'll see. All right. Oh, before I go into that, I wanted to mention that before I left, the last time I said that I was hearing like a click, click, click noise. Every once in a while, it'd be click, 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 click. Every like 30 seconds. And that did continue until 8:30. Around 8:30, a little bit after 8:30, I looked down and I noticed it wasn't happening anymore. My kids could hear it too. But I was out and then I looked down and I noticed, let's see if I can get that on camera. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Right here is this thing. It's actually, I guess, a monitor to tell you how much is left in it. Up here it says full. There's a line. Yeah, you can't see that. All right, just take my word for it. Right here, there's a line that says full and halfway. And then back down at the bottom, it says empty. And that in the beginning, the line was up here. I looked at it around 7:30. It was at the midpoint where there's another line. And then a little bit after 8:30, after I stopped hearing the click, this was down to empty, and as you see, there's no blinking light. It stayed green, blinking, like I said, till 8:30. My kids were calling me Blinky from Pac-Man. I guess I'm pretty sure Blinky is one of the ghosts, so I was going around pretending I was a ghost, but I don't think they understood what I was talking about. I had to point it out to my son. I'm like, I'm pretending I'm Blinky. He's just, Mom, you're weird. I had to burn off some of that steroid energy. Okay. Now, let's get to how it is taken off. Like I said, I could have taken it off right at 8:30, but I was out, and so I decided to just hold off on it. My cat is sitting here licking the heck out of my arm. Can you see that? I was using this hand to hold the camera up, and I guess she thought that was her sign that she just needed to lick the heck out of my arm. So she was just doing that. It tickled. Anyway. Oh, another thing I did notice. From 8:30 on, it must have like attached more, because I had no signs that it was there unless if I banged it. And I had these little pillows that were made for breast cancer awareness for the patients to put where their port is, like when after you use it, if it's sore, or for me, I was using it while I was driving. The seatbelt would sometimes bother it, so I put it there. What I did is when I was driving, I really wasn't having any issues with feeling this thing. I didn't feel it at all. And then once it turned 8:30, this got green. It kind of must have clamped more, and I could actually feel it. Like I'd feel it in my muscle. Like I'd walk, and as I walked, it was like I could feel something there in my muscle. Now, it wasn't painful at all. It wasn't at all painful. It just was noticeable. And like I said, every 30 seconds I heard click, 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 click. You know, you guys heard it in the beginning of, well, once it turned on with the last video when it turned on. And then I felt that, but it was just more a reminder that it was there, not any pain or any discomfort whatsoever. And at the 8:30, the light stopped blinking, and it was at the empty point. So now I'm going to take it off. I'm going to let you know how to take it off, which should be pretty easy, and if it hurt or not. You'll probably tell from actually you may not catch my face on camera. So I have what I think is called a Tegaderm sticker right here to hold it in place. You can probably see it, like shininess, and it goes down to about there, and then it goes across to there, and up to there and across. So I'm pretty sure that's a Tegaderm. Tegaderm. I bet you the hardest part is going to be pulling the Tegaderm off. I'm wondering, should I do it quickly or slow? It's not that bad. Kind of feels like I'm peeling my skin. Here it goes. Probably could pull it off, and it may have been better just to go whoop, but I didn't want to pull this accidentally out either. Ow! The hair around my belly button hurts. 1, 2, 3. Ooh! 1, 2, 3. Ah! Like I said, so far, just the pain from taking that Tegaderm off. I'm sure you've had that in the past where you had to take off an IV sticker. A lot of times they put it on there, and you have more hair on your arm, so it probably is going to hurt more if you have more hair. If not, it shouldn't be horrible. All right, so now I've gotten it out like this, and I'm going to continue to take the Tegaderm completely off. Now, I did not mention this before. This piece here has to be disposed of properly, just like sharps. Oh, here comes my cat. Are you trying to figure out what that is? You want to see what it is? There you are. She's just smelling it. All right, I'm going to try to put you over here as her tail keeps hitting me. Okay, you gonna let me do this? All right, let's try to zoom in. Maybe that'll be a good idea. Haha, there you go. I'm on my tippy toes. All right, now back to this. I'm gonna pull the Tegaderm off of the machine itself. Like I said, this is a Sharps machine because it actually has a needle, tiny little needle that goes into your skin, which I guess was that initial clamping. So I have to take this back when I go back on Friday for them to dispose of it properly. Take the Tegaderm off this piece. I probably could keep it on, but I want you to see what's underneath. I hold it. You have to hold this pretty tight, and it's sticky. All right, Tegaderm's off. Trash. Back to this. It is now sticky. Sticky. And here is what it looks like close up. Now without the Tegaderm, it's probably not going to be as bad. So that's what it looks like. Now you can see the fill, middle point, and empty. It started at 6:30. So when the clamp happened, it was 6:30 p.m. and it was at the top. Then it was in the middle around 7:30, and 8:30 it was down at the empty, and you can slightly see a line right there. It was much more bright of a line when it was up here and here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Here goes. There is this other sticky part that goes around and all the way up there. All right, so here goes. I'm just going to pull it off. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not working. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the worst part about it was the sticker itself. Oh, okay. So this right here, can you see that little tiny dot? That's actually where the medicine injected inside of me. Like she said, no pain of the actual injector coming out. It was just the stickiness. And I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to show you right. Okay, so it was around this way when I put in, when it was in. That little tiny blue thing right there. Let's see if you get a better look at, there you go. That was what was inside of me that injected it. And I'm assuming that's what poked out and made the clamping feeling. It's little, honestly, it's not very straight. And that's what it looks like on the bottom. With that, that's what injects. And right there is where it blinked white in the beginning until it turned on at 6:30. It blinked green, and now it's not on. So that, oops, there you go, is the on-body injector for Neulasta. And I think that's the end of it. Now I'll take a shower, maybe use a little bit of alcohol swipes to get this part off. But I have a feeling it's actually not sticky. Just right there, it's sticky. Where the outside part was, it's sticky. Otherwise, all good. I'm done. I'm going to take this, put it in probably an envelope, and then put the envelope in the plastic baggie and take it back on Friday when I go back to get my IV fluids. That's the end of it. Honestly, most of the time I did not notice it. They said it might bother me at nighttime, but it didn't. She also mentioned that you could put it on your arm also. I didn't have enough fat, and I know it's really painful on my arm. But she said a lot of people opt out of it going on the arm and say they want it in their belly because when they're sleeping and they're trying to sleep on that arm, it does become a nuisance. So, hope you all enjoyed this little tutorial. I probably talked too much. Sorry about that. And that's all, folks. Have a nice evening. I'm going to bed. Bye-bye. Why I showed you that, I have no idea. I figured I would end it with an upside down Neulasta shot. Try that again. Good night.